Get our marks. Hello, good morning,
Hello.
welcome. My name is Ian,
I'm Lauren.
and welcome to this first edition of the weekend workout in 2021. Welcome, let's join
To
in.
bars and bells, by the way. You
Yep.
forgot to say those words.
Welcome to Bars and Bells, and here we are in our studio, ready to practice our bodyweight skills, like our breathing, like mobility, and the fun stuff like our handstands. So join us today on a live event here on Saturday mornings or in the archive as you play with us.
Let's go.
Let's go. Getting those stairs from Lauren. We got to go. At the head neck, stand tall, feet rooted into the floor. And at the head neck, extend, meaning looking up to the ceiling, and flex, bringing the chin towards the chest. Repeat 2 more of each. Nice light check-ins here as we extend the neck, looking up, and then flex the head neck, looking low. And 1 more time for our set of 3. Up and pull down. Now I'm going to have my left ear go towards that left shoulder. And to get my right ear to the right shoulder, I'll actually pull down on my left side to move the other direction. Same thing, right ear, pull it down to the shoulder to smoothly pull across to the lateral left. And pull down left to go right. And that opposite way of moving will help us in that handstand. Drive down to grow up and move front to go back. Do that 1 more time to the other side. Return tall in the center. Lastly, at the head neck, take our head neck into that rotation. So pull the crown high, look over a left shoulder, return center, taller yet again, looking over the right shoulder, and 2 more each way, slowly as you go. Growing tall, making room for the movement to happen. Through center, looking right. And last one each side. Rotation left. And then rotation right. Hand center. Shake up those hands if you want. With the palms facing forward, elevate the shoulders as to shrug. Push the shoulders forward. Pull the shoulders low, and then retract together. Alternate the direction and repeat. Low, protract forward, elevate the shoulders up, retract, and let gravity take care of the rest. Now take your hands out to the side and do the same thing. With the arms at the side, elevate the shoulders, round the shoulders forward. From those armpits, lats, pull the shoulders down, pull them together, and then depressor down, protract forward, elevation up, retract, and let gravity do the rest. For 1 more time, take those hands into your overheads position, nice and straight at those elbows, and same thing. Elevate the shoulder, round forward, pull down, and retract, and then pull down, protract forward, elevate up, retract, and let gravity do the rest. We'll take our time now getting to the floor in our forward fold series. Standing with your head slightly in that extension position, pull the chin towards the sternum. Then pull that rib cage onto the hips, staying nice and straight through those legs as you can. And if you need a little extra help, of course, bend those knees. Fold as if we're in that phone booth, and then pull from that belly button center up and stack nice and tall, finishing with the head neck in extension. Repeat 2 more. Chin tuck, straight legs. Do it as if there's a phone booth in front of you and a wall behind you.
Or just be in the phone booth.
Or be in a phone booth. And very, very slowly, encourage the body to flex at the hips and the spine here. Nice and controlled. To up. And 1 last time here, chin tuck. Pull yourself down, slow and steady. And hopefully that third one is one of the easier repetitions. The first one said hello. The third one hopefully says come on in. From here, let's get to the ground, and we'll have a more wrist-specific warm-up as per Lauryn here to help us in that hand balance practice.
Hands underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips, spreading those fingers out nice and wide. Let's again pull our shoulders up into our ears, and then pull them down out of our ears. Straighten your elbows out. Straighten your elbows out. Gently grip the floor with your hands. Now shift your shoulders over your fingertips. drifting your weight forward. Now use your fingers just like you would in your handstand to press yourself back. Repeat that again. Drift forward, elbows stay straight, screwed into your hands, shoulders drift over fingertips, and then use your fingertips to press yourself back. One more time. Straight elbows, shoulders packed, drift forward. Now as you drift forward, I have to bring my knees underneath me a little bit more, but I'm trying to keep my shoulders over top of my hands. Can you press up into those first knuckles? So bending at the fingertips, keeping the elbows straight, and then control the down. Keep that weight drifted a little bit forward. Try it again. Press in through those fingers, then use the fingers to press away, flicking the floor away, and shaking that out.
Same thing.
Oh, you said no, just one.
Oh.
Style wrist. So I just did one.
One set.
Okay.
My bad, yeah.
We're going to do fingers now down this way. Place your fingertips on the floor, roll through the fingers, and then the palms come down. Spreading out fingers nice and wide, making sure that thumb's gripping the floor too. Let's again shrug our shoulders up into our ears, and then pull them down. Keep those elbows straight. Let's sit back into that with straight elbows right now. Fingers all pushing heavy into the floor, shoulders still out of your ears. Then drift forward again. Now this time, can you bend your elbows and maybe sit back into that, keeping those elbows bent. And then gently peel the palms away from the floor and then the index fingers. Shake that out for a second. I'd like to do one more because I like it for my wrists before a handstand. Fists. Come down to those top knuckles. Pack shoulders again, elbows straight. Roll over the back of your hand, trying to extend those fingertips again. Rotate the blood donation forward, pack the shoulder, and then press away and up to the fist. Repeat on the other side. Roll over the back of the hand, keep the shoulder packed and the elbow straight. Press into the floor to come back up to fists. One last time each side. Roll over and open. Elbow pit forward, shoulder down. Press away. Last time other side. Roll over and open. And press away. And shake that out. Nice.
Great. From this position, let's get into our lunge. Have a quick hello to the hips here. In the lunge position, we're aiming for 90 degrees at the knees, demonstrated by Lauryn here, and making sure those hips can stay nice and level. Once we find that nice level position, we'll extend the back butt cheek with a nice squeeze. You can flatten out that back foot if you want as well. And from here, we're just going to pull ourselves forward again for about 3 repetitions. Back butt cheek stays squeezed. As Lauryn's showing there, the whole body moves forward, the whole body presses back. Repeat again, butt cheek squeeze in the back, press down in the front, pull yourself forward, and then press yourself to tall. And one last time, extend your butt squeeze on the back, pulling yourself forward, and then pressing yourself away. Same thing, other side. With the leg out front, get those hips to level, extend, meaning cramp, squeeze that back butt cheek, press down on the front, and pulling yourself forward. Press forward to go back, also very useful for that handstand. If you're going over, actually push that way and go the other way. Same thing here, butt cheek squeeze in the back, push forward, get tall, and then one more time for the third and final. Hello to those hips. Ground those feet just like those hands in the handstand here. Press tall, bring that leg underneath. From here, we'll roll to our back, and Lauryn will cue us through some of our rolls.
All right. Let's start with our leg rolls first. Arms are sleeping, legs are working. Start in a T position, legs are out extended in front of you. Bring a knee up over a hip, and then gently straighten out that leg. Get a little hamstring waking up because you're going to reach that to the sky later. Let the leg fall over. As the leg falls over, it's going to pull you. Your arms are going to sweep towards your overhead position, and you're going to end up on your stomach. This time, same leg back to where you came from. So bend the knee, reach it to the sky, reach it over. Arms are just along for the ride. Upper body follows. So really keep that upper body quiet. Legs are doing the movement. Knee comes in, gently straightens, then let it fall over and start to pull you over. Upper body just along for the ride to your stomach. One more time to bring us back. Knee bends, reaches to the sky, rotates us back to our backside. Nice. Just legs again or
Yeah,
arms?
same thing.
Okay, one more time, says Ian. So bring the knee in, straighten that leg again. This time while we're here, let's point those toes because you need pointed toes in handstands. And keep that leg long as you reach it over, rolling to stomach. Bend the knee, reach it to the sky. Still pointed toes, even when you do this. Even when you can't see your foot, point it. One more time. Other leg. Knee comes in, extends, pointed foot over your body and stomach. And last time, bend the knee, reach it over to your backside. Nice.
Love those rolls. Let's get back to that lunge position here, continuing that warm up with the hips. So from here, set up your lunge position in the front, and then wiggle that leg out towards the side, making sure that the hips can stay forward with the chest. You have a lateral facing knee and foot. From here, it's that same cue of hip extension on the back butt cheek. Press down on this leg out to the side and pull yourself over there. Then when you press back, push back to tall as if you're growing up a wall at the side of the body here. Repeat again, 2 more. Butt cheek squeeze, pull yourself across, keep those hips nice and level. Press this way to come back up nice and tall. And repeat 1 more time. Butt squeeze, pull across, push away, then return that leg to center. And from here, bring underneath. Repeat, other side. Hips to level, open up towards that side, extend with a butt cheek squeeze, press down, and lightly pull. And at the safe maximum, press to grow up the wall on the side of the body right here. 2 more repetitions, butt cheek squeeze, press down, pull, push to get back up to tall, and repeat 1 last time. Add that tension and control, dorsiflexion on the ankle, and that connection for strength to the floor. Return that leg to center, bring it underneath, and then back to Lauryn for our upper body rolls.
This time, lower body sleeping, upper body's awake. Lying on your back again, arms are extended overhead. Start in a T. Now, let's all take an arm, point it up to the ceiling. From here, you're going to reach that arm towards the ceiling so the shoulder starts coming off the floor. And then it's going to start pulling across your body so the shoulder and the head start to come off the floor. And it's going to point to the other wall of your room and roll you onto your stomach. Both arms are swept now overhead. Same thing, but back to where you came from. The arm that you just had is going to come out to a T or to 90 degrees. It's going to reach up towards the ceiling. Head, shoulders will follow you. And it'll pull you and roll you onto your backside. Arms are overhead. Take your second arm, point it to the sky. Reach it to the ceiling, shoulder, head, upper body, pull to stomach. Take that same arm up to 90, reach it off the floor, start looking at it, following it with your head eyes as it pulls you to your back. 1 more time each side. Point to the ceiling, start reaching it across so it pulls you over, making sure you're not driving those heels into the floor. Try to only 90 degrees up to the ceiling, rolling over. Try to only have that movement come from that upper body. Legs just follow. Point to the ceiling, pointing across, head, shoulders lift, core rotates you over. All with pointed toes, of course. Last time, 90, up to the sky, and rolling to your backside. Nice.
Yes. Rolling into the morning with those full body rolls. Feels good for the core. Coordinate that body. Here we go. From our rolls into our 3-point plank, supine hollows, and our squat. Working on that flexibility and mobility and the coordination to get these movements right.
Coordination.
If Lauryn were to just scooch forward a little bit here, set up in her high planks position. Hallmarks of her high plank position include head, shoulders, hips, and a beautiful elevated position as Lauryn's showing. From here, we have that wrist extension in this plank or planche position. From here, Lauryn's going to press the floor forward to go back into a 3-point plank, down dog with 1 leg, and then pull from those armpits to pull herself forward back into that plank. Pressing forward through the hands, flicking the toe. You might have heard that through the toe point. Have a nice straight leg out the back. Repeat for about 6 total. I'm going to join in the front here as well. So as Lauren pulls herself back to that plank position here, push the floor forward, point the toe. Watch out for walls.
And coffee.
Watch out for walls.
Make sure that in this position here, I could reach more if I open my hips, but I want your hips to be closed to the floor, just like they would be in that handstand. So don't worry about how high you're reaching right now, but keep your hips closed.
And toes pointed. Pressing away. I think that's maybe one more for me. Gets us to about 6 total repetitions. And then pull forward. Awesome. From that plank position, we'll flip over to our back, and Lauren again will coach us through that hollow hold.
All right, let's ease into this. First time in 2021 here. Knees up over hips, arms extended at your side, palms up. Point your toes. From here, with your core, lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. That doesn't mean lift with your neck. That means use your abs. Now hold that position. If you want to stay there and hold, stay. If you want a little more, extend a single leg. Hold for 3, 2, and then pulling it back to center. Repeat other side. Extend the leg and pull back to center. Keep alternating in that. As I'm doing this right now, I'm just thinking of my low back. So it has a little bit of an arc. It's not a tunnel you could run a transport truck under, but it's also not jamming itself into the floor. So make sure you maintain that kind of neutral spine position here. Last time on this single leg. Pull legs back together, lift a little more, hold 3, 2, and gently come on down.
Oh, the squat we're going to get into is going to feel so much easier than that. So from a position on the floor, get yourself to a nice squat. Whether your squat is up high here or down low like Lauren's campfire squat, we'll spend about 20 seconds more here, just gently saying hello to those hips and mobilizing in our squat. As Lauren's doing here, she's using an elbow to gently press open the knee. You could also use the hip or the knee to pull into that elbow. Personalize your reps here, have a little bit more fun for 5 more seconds in that squat, and then from here, we'll walk out into our high plank and do 1 more set of our high plank or 3-point plank transitions. So, let's do it. We're here in our plank, and from here, I'm gonna press through the floor, flicking a toe off, pointing, staying square as Lauren's cued, pull forward, getting that nice plank extension, and then press the floor away, flick the toe with a straight leg, breathe into that for a second, pull yourself back. Let's go about 4 more repetitions at your own pace. Nice and control, squared up, straight elbows again, pull. This is rep number 4. Breathing, reaching, stretching. And then 1 more time of each here. Flicking the toe, pointing through, breathing, pulling, and then last time. And again, are you gripping with your fingertips? Are you straightening through those elbows and shrugging? Practice those cues we'll use in your press or push-ups movements as well. From here, progress us into that hollow hold, Lauren.
Oh, baby. Lying on your back. Maybe you assume the same position as last time because that was challenging enough. If we'd like it a little more, we're going to advance that. So from here, knees are up, toes are pointed, arms are extended at your sides. Keep that neutral-ish spine. Head, shoulders lift. From here, if we'd like a little more, let's extend our arms overhead like we would in a handstand. And then if we'd like more, either a single leg extends and alternates or a double leg extension and hold. And breathe and shake. Let's do 2 sets of this. Hold 3, 2, pull back to center and relax. 2 shorter sets, keeping things a little bit more engaged than getting all tired and pretending like we're doing work, but really just hurting our back. All right, ready? Do it again. Knees come up, toes pointed, arms extended to, lift your head, chest. Arms extend to sweep overhead. Extend those legs, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, if your arms are overhead, straighten your elbows and press the floor away or press the wall away. 3, 2, pull back to center and relax. Yeah, sweating.
I know. We'll get ourselves back to that squat one last time here. So roll over, stand up, shake it out, but then come on back down and play in that squat. So again, from here, maybe place your hands together, elbows on the insides of knees, and pull those knees into the elbows for 5, 4, 3, and then relax. And now try to pull those knees apart from those elbows. Create separation or space of those elbows. Then could you find it back again? And for one more time, pull those knees into those elbows for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then create room as you spread away, drive down to grow up. At the top, a little bit of that shake out again. It's time to play.
Yay.
Warming up the body. You said hello to those component parts of the wrist extension, the overhead mobility, the core, and all those parts that help make our practice safe, strong, and progressive. So maybe, let's join. Check in with how your body feels, and we'll play along here. Lauren's gonna demonstrate that kick up that she's been working on, and I'm gonna crawl around like our elephant. Spend a little bit more time upside down, check out how your body's feeling, and in about a minute, we'll come back and work on our strength sets, like our wall walks.
Great.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm the elephant in the back. Lauren's just gonna cue herself through the kick up.
Great. I like to, so personally, I normally start on my tripod, but when I'm getting warmed up, I like to do a couple rounds of my step-in kick-ups just to try to scissor my legs up there just to buy a little time and land on the other leg. As I'm doing this, though, I am alternating my takeoff leg, as you can see there. One side works a little bit more efficiently than the other. The point of this right now is just to tell my body what it's like again to be upside down, to try to find that balance point, and also just to get the power back in my legs just enough to kick to get upside down, but not to kick too much. Last 1 or 2 here.
In the back, I'm working on that elephant crawl, front back, and now I'm on my lateral crawl. Building endurance in this movement will help those hamstrings, help those wrists, and help your head get used to being upside down. So, if you're still with us, we'd like to practice our wall walks now. And for that, we'll grab a quick ottoman from off our...
If you don't have a wall, we suggest you do this. Oh, right in front of the wall, though. Okay.
This is good. So if you're new to this exercise in the wall walk, or you don't have a wall that you can walk up, anchor an ottoman against the wall, as Lauren said, because that is safer if it is a little bit of a moving apparatus. And from this position, set up in your high plank. Then slowly walk back and find your ottoman. And then walking your hands towards that object to get towards overhead, and ultimately working on single leg movements to mimic that of the handstand or the kick up. With control, we'll walk back out, come down, and extend through. Lauren will show what that wall walk will look like here on a wall in the back. It starts the same, setting up in that planks position.
Kind of.
Time finding yourself on the wall. Taking your time to walk towards the wall, building that strength and endurance, and mobility to get overhead. Spend time upside down, and then have that nice safe dismount like your cartwheel or your wall walk out. Both are appropriate. Sounds good?
Sounds great.
Great. So we're going to work on 10, 15, and 20-second intervals, working through this, the wall walks. So grab that ottoman, grab up that wall. I think it's going to be my time. Those people who are just waiting in between, if you're working this I go, you go pattern, just hang out in that campfire squat from before.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm squatting, Ian's walking. Pick one, do it. Make sure you tuck your shirt in too. We're going a 10-second upside down wall walk here, so pressing yourself up or going up your ottoman, holding there, 10 seconds on the clock, remembering to breathe. Feel that weight distribute through your hands and fingers. 3, 2, safe dismount, down. And we'll switch.
I'm glad you're ready to say. So if you were just with me on the wall, come on now as we hang out and then we'll squat again. As Lauren takes her time.
There's a sliver on the floor.
Safety first. So in 10 seconds starting now, breathing throughout. So that's in your squat stance like us, me, or up on a wall in a beautiful straight line. More in there. Make sure you're breathing. And you have about 4, 3, and take your time coming down. Right on. Now, let's get out of that squat, have a quick rest extra, and for this we'll work on 2 repetitions of a single leg squat with the toe balance. So, bring a single leg up, that ankle, coude pied position like our ballet, and a single leg squat, knee over toe. Then gently stand up nice and tall, and find a little heel off the floor or your first toe balance of the day, and return. One more time, same thing, same leg, knee over toe, squat plie, extend that hip, and nice and control, find a little baby air underneath that heel, and return to the floor. Shake it out, switch sides, same thing. Pull in like a straw, legs tight together just like in your handstand, and from here we'll go knees over toes, extend the hip through, and find that little baby balance. Little baby balance, and then down. And then one more time, same thing, knee over toe, extend the hip through, second balance, there you go.
I thought we were just low.
That was low.
Oh, that looked pretty high to
That
me.
was low.
All right, back to the wall.
Yeah,
This time 15
seconds.
seconds on the clock. Get ready, set, 3, 2, here we go. 15 seconds upside down or hanging out in your squat again. As you're upside down there, I was thinking about my weight and where it is in my hands and feeling it along that callus line and being able to use my fingers, 3, 2, dismount, being able to use my fingers to press myself around.
And I like to do that because as she said callus line, I drove that callus line on the floor and really look to feel that weight in the fingertips. 15 seconds, 15 more, and starts. Now, me, or team squat, hang out. So it's a low squat, a little higher squat, have fun with it, build that shit. Team Lauryn is going for 5, 4, 3, strong up and strong down, just like that. Very cool. And then stand up. Okay, same thing relative to that single leg squat, except this time, have that knee that was facing forward, face out to the side. Same thing, plie or knee bend, nice and tall, extend through, and again, just find a nice light balance. 3, 2, slow down. Repeat one last time, knee over toe, extend with that hip through, and again, second and final balance on that leg for the set, and control down. A little shake in between, 2 repetitions on the other side, pull up to that low position, open up to the side, nice and control, go knee over toe, extend to tall, find your balance, slow down, and then one last time, knee over toe, extend the hip, find our balance, and control down. Wonderful. First set was 10. Next set that we did was our 15 seconds. Continue with me as we try to get to 20, or continue with your balance.
I didn't like my balance.
Working on that squat. Finish on a strong rep. So it's good for Lauryn to replicate that single leg squat balance again and finish with strength.
Go climb.
So join me for 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Come on down to our squats if we're here. Slowly walking yourself up that wall, pointed toes. 20 seconds there. Ideally, you're trying to work yourself towards as close to the wall as you can get. That might not happen right away today, so give yourself some leeway. Do something that's comfortable, but that pushes it a little bit, but is safe. 7 more seconds. I'm making it actually 20 seconds from the time Ian got upside down. Little bonus time. 3, 2, and then hup, soft landing. Hup, up. Nice.
Progressing that workout, building that strength and endurance necessary for crazy fun moves like that handstand. 20 seconds starts now. And again, Lauryn's grips are crushing that floor. I can see them from here. The toes are pointed. Breathing. That dragon breath is out. That means you're working real hard here. And that's been 15 seconds. So 5 more strong seconds up that wall. Taking that breath, gripping the ground, growing tall, pressing away. Safely, dismounting.
Chop.
And then up.
Whew.
Progressing that single leg squat. So, come back to the front. This time, we'll do our squat plie down. Extend through. Find that single leg balance. And maybe extend that other leg out to the front. Then find it back on that ankle. Return down with control. Repeat one more time. Knee over toe. Extend nice and tall with that hip squeeze. Find that low balance to start. Knee stays the same place and extend it through. Back to the ankle and control down. Whew, that was a little bit of a curveball I threw at Lauren there, and she did real well.
Well, I was trying not to look at you.
Don't look at me, I'm a little wobbly here. Same thing on the other leg. Pull up to that coup de pied or ankle position. First set up that squat plie. Extend to tall. Find your balance. And then extend that knee. Use the balance aid out to the side if you need. Nice and controlled as you bring it back in. And return to the floor. And then last time, knee over toe. Extend through. Find the balance. And then extend the knee. 3, 2, control back in, and down. Working on single leg balances, hand balances will help that handstand and build proficiency with your balance skills. For the final set of our wall walk for today, I'm going to bring things back down to 15 seconds.
Oh, I wanted to do 30.
I'm going to go to 15. Lauren's going to go to 30.
I wanted to push it a little bit today. I was feeling good.
Both are right. In all honesty, both are
So if you want a little longer, hold up. If you want to go with Ian, hup, hup, you're up. 15 seconds. Yes, and normally we do start that timer as you start working yourself or as your feet leave the floor, that timer starts. So for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then safe dismount. Hup. Mine were just feeling so good. I wanted to stay upside down longer.
So again, both strategies are great. Come up to 20, come back to 15, make it feel so easy. Or, like Lauren's showing here, follow along and join for those 30 seconds. Should we start a clock now?
Sure.
Or should we start a clock now? Or is it already been going?
As long as you've been somehow paying attention.
Somehow pay attention. And Lauren can still keep me honest with the wraps upside down. It's too easy for her. So she's going to go for 7 more seconds here, which makes it our full 30 in 3, 2, and take your time coming down. Awesome. Maybe I didn't want 30 seconds on the wall for you. I didn't want to be in this position for 30 seconds.
Well, now you've been it for 40.
Both are tough. Okay, one last time on that toe balance, this time again with that leg out to the side. So, extend those hips through, pull up to that coup de pied, open to the side. From here, knee bend over toe, extend the hip through, find the balance first, and nice and slow, extend the leg. In with control, refine the floor. Repeat one last time. Knee towards over toe, extend that hip through, find your low balance, grow tall, shooting energy out of those eyeballs as we extend the knee.
Ugh.
Bring it in with control.
I need blinders.
And reset. There you go. And again, the wibble is where we learn. The wibble is how we're going to learn how to make that more proficient. So if you're wibbling around like me in the back here, you're doing all right. Low position, open up to the side, knee over toe, extend the hip fully with a squeeze, find your balance, and slowly extend through that leg for 3, 2, slow in, darn it, find your balance, repeat one last time, knee over toe, extend the hip through, continue to find that balance raise, extend, nice and control through, bring it in with control, and return to the floor. Close. Down. Wiggle.
What's interesting is I find the leg my stronger leg, or my leg that I would want to stand on, is, interestingly enough, the same leg that I would kick up off of. You?
Same.
Dominant leg.
Speaking of kick-ups, Lauren shared a little bit of that kick-up drill earlier in today's practice. And for now, about maybe 6 or so repetitions, let's do some kick-ups. Have a little bit of fun, and we'll progress our kick-up drills next time we train.
Postural leg.
This is a kick-up.
Sorry, I was trying to remember that word. The gesturing leg and the posture leg. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, so Lauren's going to take herself into a couple kick-ups here, and I'll just cue along as we go. Lauren prefers that tripod kick-up, so setting it up in a 3-point stance, shoulders over top of those wrists, kicking, pointing, holding for a second, and coming down with control. Really nice. Don't spend too much time up there today. Just work on getting up, finding your line. Beautiful, Lauren. Coming down. And switching up the leg if you can.
Next set.
There's 3.
Because we're doing 2 sets,
Awesome.
right?
Right on. So here, that's 3 or 4 for Lauren. I'll go 3 or 4 for me as well.
So Ian's probably going to go back to his style of kick-up, which is that step-in kick-up. Pointing both feet, still pressing the floor away no matter either style. Making sure you have clearance behind you for that leg. Yeah, it's all good. Nice. Just trying to find that kick up. What's enough to get you upside down? Not too much to kick you all the way over, and not enough to get you upside down. So find that. Oh, one more or so here. And then I'm going to switch back to mine. Oh.
Yeah, it's 4.
Okay. And this time I'm going to use my other leg, so you might see some different things.
Thank you for calling the other leg. It's just the one that you might not practice as much. Work on both if you can. Have fun no matter what. There you go. A little confusing. That scissors just like a...
I didn't scissor, that's why.
Nice. There you go. And by challenging that non-dominant side, like doing a left-handed layup in basketball when you're right-hand dominant, it makes the other side feel easier. So play with both. Focus on what really works for you. Play with both to explore. And on the topic of exploring, doing those things that maybe you're not as proficient at, I'll try to replicate Lauren's tripod kick.
Oh, why don't you just kick in with the other foot? Oh, you did both already.
I did.
Okay. I'll stand over here. So that tripod stance, you have your hands splayed out wide, those shoulders stacked first, and then kicking up. Trying to keep that hollow position versus your banana position, even when entering your handstand. Yes, it's hard. I know. But try to get that core tight, that hollow position. And you're reaching for noon on the clock there. Not 1, not 11. Straight up. Nice. And then safe dismount down. Good.
Felt good. Which is where we should probably stop. If you can finish with successful feeling repetitions, that's good enough for today. Let's call it quits on that handstands practice. But
we're not done yet.
Let's work on some abs. Stiff arm strength, straight arm strength here, 10 seconds at a time. You go, then I go.
Well, I have an idea.
Yeah, you go.
Come on now.
Okay.
We're going to do 2 different abs today, 2 rounds through each core. First one, it's really hard, so don't feel bad, because even what I'm going to show you is a partial of what I really want to do. You're going to place your hands on the floor. I'll go first, and then Ian will do his next 10 seconds. You're going to think about pressing the floor away, sliding those knees up towards your chest, and imagining your toes one day leaving the floor. Go. Hold. 10, 9, 8.
Look at those straight elbows.
2,
modifications with
1.
legs.
Soft down.
Oh,
Rest while Ian goes for 10. Here we go. 10 seconds. 10, 9. That's what it's supposed to look like. 7, 6, 5, 3. Breathe. 2. Soft landing. We're going to go again. Take one more second off there. All right. Think about that compression. If all you can do is get your knees to touch your chest, do it. Go. 10, 9.
7, 6, 5, and 4, It feels like the time stops and stands still, but it still goes.
Sometimes it's hard to count.
Last time.
One more time for Ian. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and then soft landing. Nice. And then we have 2 times through these cores.
Please say it's easier.
Depends on where your center of gravity is and how heavy your legs are. Okay, sitting up tall. Arms are extended to be straight, but pretty light fingertips placement on the floor here. What I want is either working on hip compression, so pulling the leg in the socket, straight leg lift off, or double leg down. Sound great? All right, get yourself organized. Let's go for 4 total because that makes it even if you're doing singles and even if you're doing doubles. Ready, set, active lift off, pause, control the down. Lift off, pause, control the down. Pause, and down one more time, knees stay straight, up and down. And relax for a couple seconds there. Noticing too my posture in that you might say is bad posture, but it's that hollow body posture. I'm not trying to sit up, chest up. But I'm also not being slumpy McSlumps, dumpy McDumps. All right, enough names calling. Here we go again. 4 again. Point your toes. Abs braced, light grip. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're welcome. Would you feel that tomorrow?
Oh, and repeat for 10,000 of those, maybe.
Yeah, if you really want to be a gymnast.
Feeling easy. Again, thank you for joining us today and following along. Hashtag with me. Been using that hashtag, watching a lot of ads from YouTube over the Christmas holidays, and a lot of their questions are how to exercise, how to handstand, how to have fun on a Saturday morning. This is how we have fun.
We nailed that on the head.
This is how we do it, and thank you very much for joining us along today and all week as we stream our strength with bars and bells. Lauren.
Me.
I'm Ian. Thank you for joining. Fun this week as we train, play, and stay strong with you following along. Have a good day.
See you again soon.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.